Hey, it's Rachel from the Life Facilitator, and I'm going to do a walkthrough of what I plan to use for the as my main planner for the rest of 2020, and sort of my process of coming to that. So I plan to use for August through December my passion planner. I'm going to go back and show you my passion planner from last year, and how I've started to make this planner really work for me, and also why I love it so much. So let's go back in time a little. So last year, literally like exactly at this time, I picked up a dated passion planner and started playing around with it. This page actually is from this year, but you get the idea. And so I started playing with it in July. Actually, did I start in June? No, July. So I started playing around with it in July of last year, and there were things I really liked about it, but I also hadn't quite figured out how to make it work for myself. So like I tried memory keeping in this, and I actually think this is such a great planner for memory keeping because it's lined and you can just, you can ignore or use the hours if you need to. You have so much space to add photos. This is, so I did play around with it as a memory keeper, and I think it certainly could be used as a memory keeping device, especially because of the way it's set up. And so, I really just played. This was a planner I was just kind of playing with most of last year, but never used it as my sort of main planner. It really was just a place to play and to add stickers and to, just sort of document my days. In October, I did use it as my main planner, and as you can see, like I was pretty productive in October. And looking back, I realize now that a lot of that had to do with the way that this planner is set up, and really helped me sort of prioritize my time and my energy, and have space to mark things down, but also space to be creative. So this is definitely, I really enjoyed this planner, and it literally like called to me late June, early July, like, come back, you really, this planner really works for you. But as you can see, for the rest of 2019, I didn't use it. And I did start using the back pages. However, because I permanently put these tabs on, I think that was part of the problem, is that having this permanent color, I don't know, just did not make me happy. So I'm doing something different for the rest of 2020. But I love this planner, and I'm actually sad that I didn't finish using it, because it did really work for me, and I'm not really sure why I moved away from it. So you can see for the beginning of July, or the beginning of 2020, I was using a classic happy planner for most of my catch-all planning, and then I switched to a half-letter disc-bound planner for July, and in that time I picked this up again. So let's look at what I did for July. So my original plan in picking up this planner again, or giving the passion planner a red hot go, was to use it for memory keeping, or just sort of more creative planning. I have a memory planner, but often I just want to kind of, in sort of the spirit of someone like Amy Tangerine, the way she uses her Archer and Olive planner, that's sort of what I was thinking about using this one for. So I started that way in July, and you can see a lot of this came from Heidi Swap's Art Walk collection. And so, you know, it's really filled out. I love how this looks, and I also went ahead and covered the hourly section with some washi tape. And this is great. I love this. And what I like about this is that I definitely got things done this week, but I also was documenting things like what I was watching and listening and reading. And yeah, this is a super awesome use of this planner. And then the second week of July, sort of a similar setup. I focused my decoration on one of the Wrong seasonal sticker books from last year. I was trying to use up some of my summer stickers. I did the washi again, but I also added some checklists, a little bit of journaling, and yeah, this is really fun to look at, and also I get a sense of like what happened this week. This is last week, and again, it started to get a little bit more functional, so I had a little bit more kind of notes of what I wanted to get done and what I actually got done, a highlights list, but also it's pretty decorative. And so while I love this, and I think this is beautiful and really fun to look at, I was finding that I wanted something more like this, where I had space for decoration, but I also was really like honoring the hourly layout to put in at least a few things that I really wanted to focus on doing for the week. So like having an actual time in my schedule for exercise, like blocking out time throughout the week for creative project time, studio time, and also like having a top 3 every day, and then, you know, focusing on one thing, like trying to get up a little earlier, and also using the to-do list section. And this has been awesome, and definitely is my path forward with this planner. And then I also went ahead, and so the monthly reflection, that's the end of the year, we don't want that. There's a monthly reflection that looks like this. And I absolutely love the questions, the prompts that you are prompted to answer. But this layout, this format was daunting to me. And you can make it creative, but I really needed it to be like kind of a little bit more freeform. And so I covered those pages and did some stamping, drew in some boxes that represented the prompt questions. So memorable moments, lessons learned, reflection, accomplishments, how I've changed, gratitude, and improvements, like ways to improve. And I love this. This feels it's something I'm much more likely to look at again and refer back to, but also it was so fun to fill this out and to really like work on it. So I think I'm going to try to do something similar to this every month for the monthly reflection. And then here's August, and you can see already like I've already thought about some things that I want to accomplish, and a lot of that is based on the mid-year, some of the things that I started to think about that I want to that I really want to focus on for the next couple of months. And so this was a perfect place to write that information down. And so yeah, so I do plan on sticking with this. Some other things I love about this planner is I love that, and I mentioned this in the previous videos I've talked about this planner. I love that there's no hindrance to the binding. I love that this fits on my lap, so I often find myself planning on the couch, planning in bed, planning on the balcony, and this planner allows me to do that very easily. The other thing that I'm loving are these back pages. So I went in gung-ho, just kind of jumped into some of the back pages because I knew if I didn't put something down, I wouldn't use them. And so I did just a little bit of collaging, and these images are from Quinn Boulay. This is as well. And then I have a plan for this page and use some scrapbook paper to cover it. And I plan to do a little layout here. And yeah, I'm going to use these pages because that's also the sad thing about last year's planners. I didn't use the back pages, and this paper is so nice that it is really a shame to not use the back pages. So that is my plan for as my kind of main kind of catch-all, the planner that bosses my other planners around. That's what I will be using this for. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, give it a thumbs up, and I will see you in my next one. Thanks. Bye.